Good day, viewers, and welcome to Harmless TV. Please join us as we reveal the full details of the Nigerian Police Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS). The Nigerian Police Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS) have been seen in many videos that went viral on social media, committing atrocities, injustice, extortion, abuse, illegal kidnapping, robbery, and killings in Nigeria. The SARS police normally target men between the age of 17 to 30 years. Young men with dreadlock, ripped jeans, tattoos, flashy cars, or expensive phones, iPad, laptop are frequently targeted by the SARS police in Nigeria. The Nigerian citizens have taken to the streets, demanding the government to end SARS operations following the shooting and the robbing of a young man in Ughelli, Delta State by the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS). First of all, let's take a look at the ways these SARS police do their job in Nigeria, and we will also want to know who the SARS police really are, their origin, when and how they were founded, what their opinions really are by forming this anti-robbery squad called SARS. Please, if this is your first time to join us, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Harmless TV, follow our Facebook page, Joyce Dan, and also click the notification bell. Thank you. So let's take a look at the handbook of these Nigerian police people call themselves SARS. Take a look at this video. See there. See there. See there.
It's okay. One is okay. One is okay.
No, no waste their bullets. One is okay. See them. These boys were just shot just because they don't have money to settle the SARS police. Let's take a look at another video.
Back off! Free Akofu!
Long mystery. I always suffer. Hi, Jesus. Hi. You go collect. You go collect. You go collect. Hi.
Same like this.
That 450,000 naira. You carry gun now, the whole gun. The whole gun, that you gun. Now you gun, they carry gun. See that, see that, see that.
For back, it's really for back. Put that for back for me.
Hey!
Okay, then you.
You go collect. Hey, you go collect. You go collect. Both of them, see this one, oh God, too.
I don't go kill you. You must go. You don't go shame.
They use gun.
You don't know when you're not.
Use gun. See the other one for inside. See the other one, carry gun. You carry gun.
Come down.
You carry gun.
Come down.
Don't worry,
Come. Punish you. This Stanley, we know the way.
They used to post on GG that they are buying phone. Then if they buy the phone, if they call you, they will price the phone high amount. If they call you, they will use gun and collect your phone. And this thing that happened for Egondo. So they come collect from my guy. So my guy come post the phone, another phone, changing number for that same GG. They come call the guy again. So the guy come carry anti-robbery, go there. May they go catch them at least. May the guy fit get him phone. At the time, anti-robbery come reach there, catch those boys, come shoot them.
I hope you all have heard from the guy, what the guy is saying. When the SARS police people came into the matter, did they have to take the laws into their hands? Or they have to arrest those guys to the station? Or are they now the lawyers or the judges that judge case? I don't understand what is happening in that country called Nigeria. Because we all know that these SARS people has been even playing some people, they have been setting people up We all know that, and we have seen many videos going viral because of the attitude, the ways they are dealing with their citizens. We even know if all these allegations were true or false, because you cannot just shoot somebody without investigation. You did investigate the case, nothing, you just bring somebody and shoot that person, taking the laws into your hands. Even watching the video, we didn't see any of those guys with any pistol with them. We didn't see them with any phone or any money. How can we believe this accusation? How can we believe it? Because this has been happening for a long time. In broad daylight, you just be shooting people here and there. This is the handwork of SARS. Continue watching. Take a look again.
Something at us like we are criminals or something.
Shut up!
Hey. Hey. Hey, God.
Are you criminal? Are you not criminal?
I don't laugh. My air. My air.
Is that the way you're supposed to address them?
Is this the way they are supposed to come into our house early in the morning?
What is in your house?
So we have seen it, pants and air.
You see the way the SARS people did their job. They will burst into people's houses, took all their belongings, their laptops, their phones, every expensive thing that they can lay their hands on. And they will just go like that. This is called robbery. The most funny part of it, they didn't even understand when the girl said you are on air. Because many of them are just complete illiterate and junkies, whereby they don't even know the meaning of their job or how they can even execute their job. Take a look at this other video whereby the SARS police shot a guy and ran away with his car.
See them. See them. They don't kill the boy. They run. See them.
They don't kill the boy,
They don't kill the boy, they run. SARS.
Don't kill the boy,
Please save data.
Save data,
If he left us, kill the boy if he didn't run.
The boy don't die,
The
the
boy
boy.
don't die. See ya, they run.
Mara say am, they run, the boy don't die,
Now follow, they follow them, so they
we dey
run.
follow them,
They run.
They don't kill the boy, Save them.
A lot of atrocities committed by the SARS police. This is another video of a father crying for his son that was killed by the SARS police again.
12 years. I never lost a finger. I came back here only for somebody to waste my son. There was no war. There was no fight. There was no riot. Not that the boy was involved in any fracas. Not that he was stealing. Not that he was robbing. Just cold-bloodedly, they wasted this boy for me. Oh God. Avenge my fault for me. Avenge his blood. Avenge. The Lord will surely do it for me. The Lord will surely do it for me.
Take a look at this other video whereby a SARS police officer, Eken, shot recklessly as he assaulted a 65-year-old lady and her children in Ago Palace Way, Okota, Lagos.
Anything. Mo video yìí. Wọ́n tún ní fake boy. Ibi kan gba fake boy. Ẹ sì mọ anything.
This other video I'm going to show you is whereby the SARS police officers arrested the boy and his sister for committing the crime of driving a Benz in Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria.
Can you see what they are doing to him? He is innocent Nigerian. Can you see? No do anything, nothing. I say again. No do anything. No do anything. They don't do anything. See ya.
And this other video will show you where the SARS police officers are trying to illegally kidnap a citizen in Edo State, Benin City, Nigeria.
Commissioner is aware.
Who are you? Animal. I'm no, who are you? What's up, boy? Kidnappers! Kidnappers! Police kidnappers! Kidnappers! Una go hear today. Una go hear today. Una go hear today. Okay. Now they call your face. Who is illegal the thing? Who is illegal the Una go hear? I go pull on my uniform. Honorable J. Okudaye. Who are you? What's your name? Who are you? You be thief. You are not living here. You are not living here. You are not living here. You collect my phone. Why you collect my phone? Why you collect my phone? Why you collect my phone? Sit down for God. Go sit down for God. You don't hear Anamo. You don't. Leave him. Now kill us today. You go over una. You are a man. AIG is talking to you. Yes, you are a man. AIG is talking to you. That boy can only cross. You are a man. This is my house. All the time. This person not to come on here. This is the guy they brought. We start the search on what? On what ground? God punish all of you. Mommy, get inside. Go. Okay. God punish all of you now.
Now they talk to her.
Yes.
One of them is carrying a bottle. Yes. They want to stop us, and one of them is videoing me.
Exactly.
Yes.
I am doing the recording. I will
punish all of you.
Hey, he's okay. Get inside, mommy. Get inside. You go over now. What is the problem? Yes. You go over now.
Another pregnant lady is here, reporting the abuses she received from the SARS police officers.
They just barge into my room, use cutlass, break my door, break everything in my room. They don't even allow me to wear anything. They're just pressing my nyash. Hey, now only you get this one. What does that mean? Even right now I'm pregnant. With pregnancy, they beat me like that. They press my nyash, they press my breast. I don't see anything weird. What did that want me? Because I don't go school. There's a person when you go school, not you fight for a right again. What's happening now?
Who press your nyash?
All those sats where if they come, I go talk for their fraud. If they won't kill me, they kill me. Now one person don't die, they die. I have a son. You understand? I have a son. Even right now I'm pregnant. With pregnancy, they beat me like that. They press my neck, they press my breast. I don't see anything weird. I just managed to take this wrapper to tie. They go put us for so as if we are criminal. I'm not a criminal.
This is another clash between the community of Uyeli Delta State and the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. Who are these SARS police officers? Now let's go down to the main details to know how and when these SARS police officers were formed. Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, is a dreaded, controversial unit of the Nigerian Police Force. The SARS Squad is a unit under the Force Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, headed by the Deputy Inspector General of the Police, Anthony Ogbisi. The DIG received its directives from the Inspector General of Police. SARS is known for extortion, torture, framing up suspects, and even blackmails. SARS has become a controversial police unit in Nigeria since 2012. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, was formed in 1992 by former Police Commissioner Simeon Daladin Midenda. The major reason SARS was formed was when Colonel Ridam, a Nigerian Army colonel, was killed by police officers at the checkpoint in Lagos. When the information reached the army, soldiers were dispatched into the streets of Lagos in search of any police officer. The Nigerian police withdraw from checkpoints, security areas, and other points of interest for criminals. Some police officers were said to have resigned while others fled for their lives. Due to the absence of the police for 2 weeks, crime rates increased and SARS was formed with only 15 officers operating in the shadow without knowledge of the army while monitoring police radio chatters. And due to the existence of already established 3 anti-robbery squad which was operational at that time, Midenda needed to distinguish his squad from the already existing team. Midenda named his team Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. After months of dialogue, the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Police Force came to an understanding and official police duties began in Lagos. The SARS unit was officially commissioned in Lagos following a ceasefire by the army after settlement. SARS is one of the 14th units in the Force Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, which was established to detain, investigate, and prosecute people involved in crimes like armed robbery, kidnapping, and other forms of crimes. In 2009, after several years of operation, the squad grew in numbers and strengthened due to the surge of internal fraudsters and cultism in the universities. SARS operatives in frustrated Nigerian universities made several successful arrests, but in the process harassed innocent youth. In May 2010, Amnesty International disclosed that it would be using the Nigerian police over human rights abuse, stating that the Special Anti-Robbery Squad in Borokiri, Port Harcourt arrested 3 bike riders and detained them for over 1 week while being beaten every night with the butt of a gun and iron belt. On the 20th of May 2010, a federal high court in Enugu State ordered the IGP Ogbonna Okechukwu Onovo to produce a Special Anti-Robbery Squad officer who had gunned down a 15-year-old boy in high school. According to the SARS officer, the 15-year-old boy was mistaken for a kidnapper. In July 27, 2010, an extensive editorial report was published by Sahara reporters on how SARS, among other police units, profits 9.3 billion naira, equivalent to $60 million from roadblocks and extortion within 18 months. So I think you all can see the handwork of these people called themselves SARS, that they have been robbing, killing, kidnapping, abusing the Nigerian citizens for a very long time. Following the shooting and the robbing of a boy in Ueli Delta State by the SARS police, the Inspector General of Police, M.A. Adamu, has banned the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, FSARS, and the Tactical Squad of the Force, including the Special Tactical Squad, STS, Intelligence Response Team, IRT, Anti-Cultism Squad operating at the federal zone and command levels from carrying out routine patrols and other conventional low-risk duties, stop and check duties, checkpoint mounting of roadblocks, traffic check, etc. with immediate effect. Mr. Adamu added that SARS police should always wear their uniform and also focus on cases of armed robbery, kidnapping, and other violent crimes. And that is where we come in. Because SARS police don't need to be in the city. They need to go back to the Sambisa forest and battle with the Boko Haram. Because I can't believe that we have a deadly minded people like this in Africa, in Nigeria precisely. And the jihadists, the Boko Haram, have been killing you people for so long, you cannot do anything. You told us that you don't have arms to fight the Boko Harams, but you have arms to kill your own citizens. I did not agree with the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adamu. Please, you have to ban the SARS people for operating in the community. They have to go and fight the Boko Haram. Let them go and train as soldiers, because that is their job. Them are the criminals. The SARS are the kidnappers. They are the armed robbers. So they can never fight against armed robbers while they are the one robbing people. They can never fight against kidnappers while they are the one kidnapping people. SARS police people have been taking the laws into their hands, and that has to stop. On the 3rd of June 2011, the Nigerian Police Force discovered an attempt by a SARS operative, Musa Agbu, to bomb the force headquarters because the IGP Hafiz regime scored his ambition following several reports of human rights violation by members of the police to the office of the Inspector General of Police. On the 7th of August 2015, then the IGP Solomon Arrest announced that it will split the SARS unit into 2 units, operational unit and the investigation unit. to curtail cases of human rights violation. In September 2016, brutality with the leading met SARS, the police unit with license to kill. The report highlighted the brutality and ignorance of the rules of engagement in the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. So please, we are begging the Commissioner of Police that he should please send these SARS people, since they have the power, the bad mind, the character to kill and destroy. Let them go to the Sambisa forest and help out. The soldiers need them there. Let them go and help out to fight against the jihadists, the Boko Haram. Please, the Nigerian people don't need them in the city, because they will kill all their citizens. They are targeting 17 to 30 years old children. Do you know what that means? Your future leaders. Don't think that this might not affect you. Even if you are a policeman, you are a soldier, you are president, whatsoever, it might affect you somehow. Because you might be at work whereby any of your family members will be hurt by SARS police officers. Please, the SARS people, they have been committing their atrocities for a long time. Even these people cannot work anywhere with humans because they are meant to take bribes and send the innocent ones to prison. So stop and stop for now.
It's Melody Sound.